Age of Aquarius, the 12th lecture, the ways of connection between our God and the highest mind with the humanity and human individuals. So, as you've understood, today we will talk about the ways of connection between the highest mind and humanity, every human on our earth. So, there are several types of connection, and every type refers only to one group of people. That's why one method of connection that is used by the highest mind can refer only to one group of people, and other method of connection can refer to another group of people. The first method of connection is straight method. It is the method when the highest mind goes in for channeling with people. So, some individual that is ready for channeling become a contactor or a channeling human. So, it gets the straight information from the highest mind. The straight connection is the connection of the and getting of the different information from the pure contact with the highest mind. But you must understand that the straight type of connection is really bodied, isn't spread all over the earth, because every chosen, every elected part of humanity can communicate with the highest mind on the conscious level, on the straight level. But you may ask, how the other part of humanity communicate with the highest mind? And I'll tell you about it. You have your program of life. I have told you about it in the last lecture. And when you come through a program, you feel something unordinary in your life sometimes. You feel that some parts of your life repeats. You get some spiritual experience or something like that. You can feel the presence of the angel or of the Jesus Christ, as it's written in the Bible, when people can feel it next to you. So it is all the effects of the connection. It is the feelings that appear in us when we connect with the highest mind. And this way of connection is called reported or unstraight way of connection. It isn't straight way. It is the way on the subconscious level. So the most part of humanity and our mankind communicate on the subconscious level, and only the chosen part communicate on the conscious level or straight level. But I want to tell you what types of connection of the subconscious level or reported level are present. The first type of the reported connection is the regulation of the human's program. The second type is sending different emotions to people, because people, this amount of the most part of humanity can't get the pure information, so they recognize, they remember about God through their emotions, through their difficulties in their life. So they develop on the subconscious level. They feel something in their life, and they understand that it is the real appearance of the highest mind in their life. So, and this way of connection is necessary too, because as I've said, the channeling, the people who can participate in channeling can transmit the necessary information to the other part of humankind, but the other part of humankind has its own channel on the subconscious level. So you must pay attention to every circumstances in your life. You must pay attention to every part of your life. Why this happened in your life? Why that happened in your life? So you can see that all circumstances in your life are formed by the highest mind, and the highest mind show you how it was configured, how this configuration was finished, how this circumstance of your life has happened, how that circumstance of your life has happened. So you can see it in your own life. When you execute your program of life, you can see it, you can feel it. And a lot of people feel it. But only chosen part of people can communicate with the highest mind straight, in the straight way, straight. But there are a lot of ways of regulation of this context. So when the highest mind wants to enter something into your life, it acts through a subconscious level or maybe through a conscious level, but the highest mind always finds the ways of reaction and action. So in every case, the highest mind can tell you about the necessary information that must be transmitted by him. So if the highest mind always show you the different choices, the different ways, even on the conscious level or even on the subconscious level, but every human on our earth must be able, or must at least try to see, to perceive, to understand this information, these directions, these necessary directions that are sent by the highest mind. So you must feel it in your own life, and it is really important. And the second philosophical law of the Age of Aquarius is the law of connection. Law of connection. This law means that every human, every less developed individual is connected with the highest mind and the individuals of highest mind. So this is, I can't say that it's the severe dependence, but they don't depend, they are connected with it. It is symbiotical structure. It isn't military structure. It isn't enemical structure. It isn't symbiotic structure, because highest mind and we is the one whole, and we must understand this symbiosis, this symbiotic part of it. So I think that someday every person on the earth could understand the necessity of loss of connection, because and every human now must try to see different situations and circumstances of his or her own life, because only in this case we can develop. Yesterday I told you about the law of choice, that even when we make our choice, then we only in this case we can develop. But the second law is the law of connection. If we only connected with the higher part of mind, with the highest mind, we are with the humanity on the low part of mind, and the highest mind in the upper part of mind. Yet even we are connected, only in this case we can develop, because we must choose and we must direct it. We can't direct ourselves. People try to direct ourselves, and what are the followings of it? The deforestation, the dying of children, the killing of other people, the terrorism, the shortage of finance, the shortage of money, poverty, poor part of population and the rich part of population, this inequality. So the Christ mind has analyzed the full freedom when I want to say that there was an experiment of the Christ mind. It has happened approximately 50 years. It happened approximately 50 years ago. 50 years ago, or at this period of time, the possibility of the fullest freedom was given to our humanity, and the highest mind watched what the result will be, and the result is negative now. You can see it in your own case. The result is negative. So the highest mind came to conclusion that the humanity must be connected with the highest mind, must be, because without the connection with the highest mind, with our God, we can't develop. We will only regress. We will only destroy our environment. And our environment, it is the part of us, because we are inserted into it. If it is the inserted laws, a lot of insertion, because when we live somewhere, we are the less structure, and we inserted in the more structure. So our Earth is the more powerful structure than we, and it means that we destroy our Earth. We must be in symbiotical relations with our Earth. We must help our Earth. Because it gives us different natural resources, so helpful resources. But we destroy our Earth, we damage our Earth. So we disturb. We don't obey the law of insertion, the law of obedience, of the less to the most. The less part must obey, must pay attention to the information of the higher part. And we humanity, we are the less part. We don't pay attention to the information of the highest mind, to the informational fields of our Earth. So a lot of extrasensory individuals, a lot of channeling people told you that if we won't stop our destructive activities, our Earth will be destroyed, will be damaged. But the humanity didn't want to obey these people of highest mind. They introduced the highest mind on our Earth. And now humanity and mankind can see the terrible circumstances and followings of our destructive activity. You can see it. I have already told you about this terrible followings, and you yourself know about it, because now there is a lot of information about terrible disasters and others. But you must understand that this terrible disaster was caused by your own action. They were caused by your own action. So you are now in the age of Aquarius, you are in answer for your actions, and you must answer for them. Please pay attention to my words. Control your every action, control your every word, because it is really important. Because all our words, all our thoughts are materials and can be materialized. They can even change particles, atoms, molecules, and they can influence our life. So listen to